Brett, one thing that we've talked about basically since winter season has been your length and body angle. Here's a good example of you getting up to the catch and reaching just a little bit too far forward and establishing just a little bit too much body angle. What I'd like to see you do is if you look at Wesley and how tall he is, keeping the head up, eyes up, and getting his left shoulder out over his right knee. All right, I would rather see us sit up a little bit taller, get our shoulders in line more with Wesley and Peter, where we're just a little bit taller, less reach through the knees, and try to get your right shoulder over your left knee to where we pivot and rotate around the hips. Okay, I think that what that's going to allow you to do is have a little bit better posture, which is going to be a little bit stronger. Okay, we may not have as much back pain, and you won't rely on the back as much through the middle of the drive. We can still finish up with the legs. If you watch going forward as the blade enters, you lift your body up away from the knees to get the blade into the water. If you look at Wesley here, he hasn't changed his position any. His hands have just lifted up to get the blade in. His body's still in a good position here. I actually like your body angle and your posture now. I just wish we could do it right from the catch. Now, as you drive, we do a good job of staying tall, and you're doing better about driving the legs now before anything else. But as we get to that finish, we tend to dump the right elbow and pull down into our target or below our target, kind of our belly button range. And if you'll see, if you take a look at the blades here, right at the finish, right at the release, your blade is extracting. If you look at Peter's over here, he's still fully submerged, okay? He's ripping those hands through, he's staying connected to the water, and he's getting a little bit more length. That's what we need. So I need you to pull through a little bit higher into the target, keep that blade buried all the way through the finish, and make sure you don't feather and release too soon. As we move away from bow, so you've released, and as we move away, our hands start it, but before we're fully out with the arms, your body's already swinging forward. It's really hard to control the blade and the handle without getting your arms all the way out past the knees and the body forward. And it shortens your recovery a little bit and forces just a little bit of rush. You get up to the catch just a little early. And to compensate, to keep the handle moving, that's why I think you lunge and reach a little too far, is just to keep the handle moving. But the majority of your mass is stopped as you approach the catch. And that's what we can't have. So I need to see you separate the hands and the body out of bow. Lift with just the hands into the catch. And finish a little higher and a little deeper.